Hello there, music lovers, and welcome back to the Woodshed. Very interesting weekend this weekend. It is the 1-year anniversary of losing my grandfather, Paul Birchfield. Grampsy taught me how to play. He was my hero and my mentor, and everything that you guys seem to be interested in regarding my playing, the alternate picking, the cross picking, all this kind of stuff. It all started fundamentally by playing fiddle tunes on the front porch with my granddad and my cousin. So I thought to honor him this weekend, I would teach you one of the first tunes I ever remember learning, which is the 8th of January. Now this tune has got a billion different names. Battle of New Orleans, I think some people call it. 1814, some people call it. I like to call it the 8th of January because that's what Grampsy called it. I want to teach it to you. I want to share that knowledge that he passed to me to you. This is not the most difficult song by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're new to mandolin, I'm going to help you get started here and kind of instruct you on a tune that I learned playing on the front porch. Now, it's okay if you don't have a mandolin. I'm going to speak intervallically as I teach this tune. I would love to see you guys cover it on guitar. Let's see what you got playing some 8th of January. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fiddle tune is, or maybe your favorite bluegrass performance, or even maybe your favorite fiddle player. Like I said, it's been 1 year. Grampsy, I love you and I miss you. So let's go ahead and roll that intro. We'll take a listen to the 8th of January, and then we'll learn how to play it. Roll it! Okay, here, let's take a little look at the old 8th of January. Battle of 1814's got a million different names. I don't even know half the names for this song. I call it the 8th of January. That's what Grampsy called it. That's what I'm going to call it, okay? A couple of things for you beginners out there on the old mandolin. Playing a little Collings mandolin here. Got a tuner on the end. Keeping a mandolin tune is a pain. Just good luck. That's just part of it. These strings are old. Let's dig in here on the tune. A couple things you need to know. You need to know your basic chords here. Let's talk about basic D chord right there. We're going to put the root down in the bottom on that low string. That's going to be right there on that third dot actually. And then we're going to have, well, it's going to be right here. That's going to be our third, right? So we got root, third, and how I started the tune with that kind of fiddle. My granddad used to call that the 4 potatoes, the double shuffle, all that kind of things. I don't even know what it means, the 4 potatoes, but it was some kind of, some kind of term for counting a song off. So you got root, third, root. You can also go on up. Fifth is going to be right here. Not a lot of that kind of thing happening in fiddle tunes, that stacked fifth. As a mandolin player, speaking rhythmically, of course, just for playing rhythm. Most chords are going to look like this. And if you have that fifth, you're going to put it in the bottom. So that we can put that 5 in the bottom right there. Key of D, A is the 5th. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my Patreon and I talk about intervals and it applies to every instrument. Basically, it's like this. D is 1, D, E, F, G, A. A is the 5th in the key of D. All right, there we go. So we have this shape. This shape is actually movable. The mandolin's tuned in fifths, G, D, A, E. And you can move that shape around, which is cool. So if we're going to drop this basic pair, that's 3 and 1 right there. Drop that down, descending in pitch by dropping it down here. So now you got a G chord right there. Bring that back up and put the root on the bottom. So obviously if you see G, then A's got to be right above it. And you can change this inversion. That's the third of A. We can change that inversion by just simply placing that third finger right there on it. You guys see what's happening there? So here's your basic chord, right? 2-note chord, double stop. That's got a third in the bottom. Adding, that brings it up to the fifth. See? You got 1, 3, 5, 1. So it makes a lot of these arpeggiation things that lay out on guitar terribly. On guitar, they lay out on mandolin great. Those kind of licks be kind of hard on guitar. I mean, it's nice and laid out on the mandolin. Bit of an advantage there in the tuning, of course, jumping those wide intervals. Take a look at the chords. We're going to go 1, 4, 5, 1 in the chords. That's going to be D, G, A. 1, 2, buckle your shoe. The second section of the song just stays on that D the whole time. For this section. 5, 1, 1. 5, 1. So I'm making my A chord like this. So look at that core framework. There's root, third, root. We'll go ahead and put the pinky down here. Look at this. So there's 5, right? E note. So we got 5, 1, 3, 3, 1. 5, 1, 3, 1. Very classic bluegrass kind of sound right there. This 8th of January is a little more fiddle-tuney than grassy. I know there's plenty of overlap in the two things, but this is a little more fiddle tune. Let's break down the tune, shall we? We're going to play root. Look at the shapes. You see how this root is happening in same finger, right? So we got root there, third up here. So here's the major scale in the key of D. And you're going to need to know that even if it continues up on the E string. So we have E, F sharp, G, A. Root 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Those are the notes we're going to be using today. We're going to come in. You're going to notice that this fiddle tune, you guys have always watched my stuff, and I'm pointing at you. You guys have always watched my stuff. How do I get better alternate picking? How do I get better alternate picking? How to play the Steve Moore stuff? How to play John Petrucci stuff? How to play the Eric Johnson stuff? It all, for me, came from this fiddle tune background. And if you notice the picking hand, you got a lot of inside-outside picking. Even right there. There's an inside transition right off the gate. That's the first line we're going to learn here. We're going to be starting on the 5, and then we're going to have the root. We're going to go up to the 3. And then we're going to have this move right here on the back of it. Right? Now we're going to have that be headed towards that G chord. So we're going to have, that is a chord tone for G. There's your 3, 5, 1 for key of G. So let's play what we got up to this point. Now we're headed to the A chord. So I'm going to play off that major 7. One more time. Now we're A. The reason that E works is it's the 5 of A. Back to root. And what I'm about to play is just some inflection on the end of it. You could actually play, and that could be the end of the phrase. But I'm going to go ahead and give you a little more. That's how Grampsy taught me. That's how I'm teaching you. And it's best if you get this melody in your head before trying to play it. I always talk about this in my Patreon masterclasses. Play the song in your head without putting your hands on the instrument. Can you hear the song? That's really important. Let's go with the melody again. 1, 2, 3. Those are pickup notes, right? 4 and 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Play that section again. Let's do it slow one time. Remember, if you need to watch this over and over again, you can slow down using the internal YouTube. I like the Vidami product for slowing videos down. Check this out one more time. And that's actually the notier section of the song. This next section is going to be nice and easy for you. Here we go. Mandolin for beginners. Just getting around on this thing. I'm going to interject right here. I know a lot of people will be like, hey, how much should I spend for a mandolin? Where should I start? I actually made a video on this. Go back and check it out. Mandolin for beginners. Which mandolin is appropriate? Mandolin pricing. All of that kind of thing. It's in my video playlist, Woodshed episodes. Go check that out. Now back to the action. Second part. We're going to start, second part's going to start right here. We're going to be leading up. We're going to be playing over a D chord pretty much the entire section of this song. Check this out. We're going to start from third. And we're going to be going to the fifth of D. Starting on the 3 of D, heading to the fifth. That's the main version of the melody. One more time. One more time when we start on the D string. Sliding into that third. Give it some character. Open A. Back down to that 3. And then 5, 6, 5. And then straight down the scale from the arpeggio. So let's go with 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a really simple way to play that. This is how Grampsy taught me. He used to call it bouncing on the notes. So that's 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then down the scale. So 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's review that. That's a simple way to play, more than acceptable at any open jam. Now you can play the song, but let me just add in a little inflection here on that line. So let's start on that back half. Little pull off there goes a long ways for adding some flair. And you're actually pulling off in between the picking. Like that. Okay, so now you got a hot lick there on the end of it. Let's talk about some basic things that are going to be intertwining throughout it. When I play this tune, I kind of keep the rhythm going. Would that just be kind of a cross-picking thing? So, you see how I'm kind of keeping that 16th note, 8th note kind of thing. Count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or you count it 1 EN and 2 EN, whatever. I don't care. I don't care how you count it. Not about that. We're talking about the picking and keeping the roll going. I'm a big Bela Fleck fan, banjo players in general, and they always have that roll going. So I like to keep that going in my mandolin playing. And I'm going to add some more pull-offs this time. You can slow it down and revisit this. But check this out. And I'm not overthinking this thing. I'm just trying to keep it bouncing. That's another way to play that top line. So let's play the whole tune together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That came to me from courtesy of my granddad. Grampsy, I miss you. I love you. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out here this week in the Woodshed. I so much appreciate your support here on the YouTube channel. Make sure to click like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You know, whatever you're supposed to say with pop-ups, right? Do all that. If you're interested in improving your guitar playing or musicianship to another level, go over to patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. I do weekly live master classes. I have one-on-one private lessons over there. I have hundreds, I mean literally hundreds of instructional videos. It's exclusive just to Patreon. Patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. Now, if you're interested in things like my albums, maybe streaming that kind of music, maybe looking up some videos, maybe you're interested in some tabs and notation. I see that popping up in the comments a lot. Word tab, got tab, you know. That thing is available at AndyWoodMusic.com. So when you go over there, do me a favor, sign up for my email list. The website will prompt you, sign up for that email list. I'm not going to spam you or bombard you with crap. But what it does allow me to do is reach out to you directly and not have to rely on any specific platform. So in turn, when I have new albums or tours or any kind of fun stuff, new signature products, anything like that coming out, I can just shoot it over to you straight. Be sure to hit that. Go over to AndyWoodMusic.com. Take a look around, maybe pick you up something nice here for Valentine's Day for your sweetheart. You know she wants a Junktown t-shirt or a Charisma t-shirt. Come on now, that sounds lovely. Thanks for hanging out in the Woodshed. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Cheers.